to Think Max. We are in class 10 Max. In this session, we are going to discuss about revision worksheet for chapters 1 to 5. So this revision worksheet is based on the sample question paper pattern. So the sample question paper pattern is discussed in the previous videos whose link is given in the description. So we are going to discuss about section C. In section C, we have to attend 6 questions. Each question carries 3 marks. In section C, 2 questions will have either or choice, that is internal choice. Okay, children. So section A, B, C are discussed in the previous videos. Its link is given in the description. If you are interested, you can check the links. Okay, so let us get into the questions. So 26 up to 25 questions we have discussed already. So this is 26 for section C. So question number 26. At an international airport, planes take off from 5 different runways at 3, 4, 8, 12 and 15 minutes interval. At 7:30 a.m., planes took off from all the 5 runways simultaneously. When will they take? They next take off together again. So here in an airport, there are 5 planes. The 5 planes are taking off simultaneously. So first plane takes off at 3 minutes interval. The next plane after 4 minutes. Next plane is 8 after 8 minutes. Next plane after 12 minutes. Next plane at 15 minutes interval. Okay. So these things happen at 7:30 a.m. The question is, after which time again these 5 planes will take off together again. So we have to find out the next time. So next time means it will be greater than 7:30 a.m. So if the answer is greater than, then we have to find out LCM. So if we have to find the number which is greater, we have to find out LCM. So if it is lesser, so lesser than means you have to find out HCF. Now the problem is to find LCM of these 5 numbers. So what do you mean by LCM? It is nothing but product of the greatest power of each prime factors. Okay. Now we have to find out the LCM of 3, 4, 8, 12, 15. So let us factorize this. So 3 we cannot factorize. 3 is a prime factor. So 3 into 1. 4 can be written as 2 square. 8 is nothing but 2 cube. 12 is 2 square into 3. 4 3s are 12. 4 is 2 square into 3. 15 is 3 into 5. Now its LCM will be product of the greatest power of each prime factor. So let us take first prime factor as 2. So who is the greatest power? 3. So 2 power 3 into next prime factor is 3. So all 3 has the power 1. So 3 power 1. Next prime factor is 5. So 5 also has power 1. So 2 cube is 8. 3 power 1 is 3 into 5. So the answer is 8 3s are 16. 16 into 5 is 120. Okay. So it is LCM equal to 120 minutes. So after 120 minutes, the plane will take off together again. So 1 minute equal to, not 1 minute. So 1 hour equal to 60 minutes. So here 120 minutes. So 120 minutes makes 2 hours. So that is after 2 hours, the planes will take off together again. So when will the plane started? The plane started at 7:30 a.m. So 7:30 plus you have to add 2 hours. So if you add 2 hours, 7 plus 2 is 9. So 9:30 a.m. So at 9:30 a.m. the planes will take off together. So the solution is the planes will take off together again, will take off together again at 9:30 a.m. Okay. Okay, children, I hope you can understand. So moving on to the next question, 27. So what does question number 27 says? Determine the AP, that is arithmetic progression, whose third term is 16 and seventh term exceeds the fifth term by 12. So here all are about terms. So how do we denote the terms? It is AN. So here A3. A3 is given as 16. So next one, seventh term, that is A7 exceeds means increases by 12. So it increases by 12 from the fifth term, that is A5 plus 12 exceeds by 12. So add by 12. So these are the relations given. So what is the formula for AN? AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. A is the first term, D is the common difference, and N is the number of terms. So here A3, that means N is equal to 3. Then A3 will be equal to A plus 3 minus 1 into D. So in this formula, we should apply N is equal to 3, which is equal to 16. That means A plus 2D equal to 16. So this is one equation. In the next one, we have A7. A7 means A plus 7 minus 1 into D, which is equal to A plus 5 minus 1 into D plus 12. So we will have A plus 6D equal to A plus 4D plus 12. On both sides we have A. So this A gets cancelled. So we have here 6D. Bringing this 4D to left hand side, it will become minus 4D. So here we have 12. So it is 12. 6D minus 4D is 2D. So 2D is equal to 12. Then D will be equal to 12. 2 is in product. When we change the sign, it will be in division. So 12 divided by 2. 1 2s are 2 and 6 2s are 12. So D is equal to 6. So we can substitute D is equal to 6 in 1. So if we substitute D is equal to 6 in 1, you will get A plus 2 into 6 equal to 16. Okay. So A plus 2 6 are 12 equal to 16. Then A will be equal to 16 plus 12 will become minus 12. So 16 minus 12 is 4. So we got A is equal to 4 and D is equal to 6. So if we get A and D, then we can easily find arithmetic progression. So arithmetic progression is nothing but, what is the first term? 4. Next you have to add the next term by the common difference. So 4 plus 6, it is 10. Next you have to add 10 with 6, which is 16. Next term you have to add 16 plus 6, which is 22. So the AP is 4, 10, 16, 22. It goes on like this. So we determine the AP and we have found out the arithmetic progression. Okay, children. So moving on to the next question, 28. Find the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are in the ratio 2:3 and their sum is 15. We have to find out the quadratic polynomial. So the relationship between zeros is given in the ratio and their sum is 15. That is, if you add the zeros, its sum is 15. Okay, children. So first let us assume, let alpha and beta be zeros of the quadratic polynomial. So what is given? Its zeros are in the ratio. Who are the zeros? Alpha and beta. So alpha is to beta equal to 2:3. So this ratio can be written as alpha by beta. Then it will be 2/3. That means if we cross multiply, we get 3 alpha equal to 2 beta. That is 3 alpha plus 2 beta will become minus 2 beta equal to 0. So this is one equation. Another one is their sum is 15. Sum means alpha plus beta is equal to 15. So we got two linear equation in alpha and beta. So if we solve this equation, we will get alpha and beta. So how do we solve? So we can easily multiply by 2 for the second equation because we have here minus 2 beta. So we will get plus 2 beta. If you add, then 2 beta will be cancelled. So I am going to keep the first equation as such. So 3 alpha minus 2 beta is equal to 0. So second equation I am going to multiply by 2. So 2 alpha plus 2 beta. So 2 into 15 is 30. Now adding. So we are adding, so signs will not change. So 3 alpha plus 2 alpha is 5 alpha minus 2 beta and plus 2 beta gets cancelled. So 0 plus 30 is 30. So alpha will be equal to 30. 5 is in product, so it will come to division. So 30 divided by 5, 1 5 is 5 and 6 5 is 30. So alpha is equal to 6. So I am going to substitute alpha is equal to 6 in second equation. It is because it is so simple. So 6 plus beta equal to 15. So beta is equal to 15 minus 6. So what is 15 minus 6? 15 minus 6 is 9. So beta is equal to 9. So we got alpha and beta. So if we get alpha and beta, so what is the relationship between alpha and beta? Or you know the quadratic polynomial with alpha and beta? So it will be of the form x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta. So this is the general form of the quadratic polynomial if the roots are alpha and beta. So you will get x square minus, what is alpha plus beta? So 6 plus 9. So 6 plus 9x plus 6 into 9. So this is equal to 0. So you will get x square. What is 6 plus 9? 6 plus 9 is 15. So 15x plus 6 9s are 54. 54 equal to 0. So this is the quadratic polynomial we require. Okay. I hope you can understand this. Moving on to the next question, 29th one. It is given two straight paths are represented by the lines 7x minus 5y equal to 3 and 14x minus 10y equal to 5. Check whether the paths cross each other. So these are two linear equations. So pair of linear equation in two variables. So we know the condition for two pair of linear equations. So these are our two pair of linear equations. A1x plus b1y equal to c1 and a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. We have three type of condition. That is, if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then these two linear equations will intersect at one point. If a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, then they are coincident. So coincident means each line will be one upon other. Okay, both the lines will be one upon other. So then we will have infinite number of solutions. Another condition, a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2 means we will get parallel lines. Okay, so parallel lines, coincident lines, then intersect at one point. Okay, so these are the type of lines we will get. So here we have to check whether the paths cross each other. Cross each other means we should get this inequality. A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. So let me start the solution. So what is given? 7x minus 5y equal to 3. So this is the first equation. So coefficient of x is denoted by A1. So A1 is 7. B1 is coefficient of y, which is minus 5. C1 is the constant, which is 3. So in the next equation is 14x plus minus 10y equal to 5. So A2 is coefficient of x. B2 it is coefficient of y, which is minus 10. And C2 it is constant 5. Now let us check A1 by A2. So A1 is 7. So 7 by A2 is 14. So 1 7s are 7, 2 7s are 14. So answer is 1 by 2. Next B1 by B2. So B1 is minus 5, B2 is minus 10. So negatives gets cancelled. So 1 5s are 5 and 2 5s are 10. So we are getting 1 by 2. So next we can check C1 by C2. C1 is 3 and C2 is 5. So we are getting 3 by 5. So we cannot simplify this further. So what is the relationship we are getting? A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2. So both are 1 by 2. But it is not equal to C1 by C2. C1 by C2 is 3 by 5. So both are not equal to C1 by C2. So we are getting this inequality. A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. So then the lines will be parallel. Lines will be parallel. Parallel means they will not intersect at any point. So lines will not cross each other. So they are asking whether the paths cross each other. Then the solution is lines will not cross each other. So if it is parallel, they will not cross at any point. So this is the solution. Okay. Next question, 30th question. So 30th question, we have internal choice, either or choice. You can either answer A part. In the next page, we will have B part. So A or B. So what is the A part question? Quadratic polynomial 2x square minus 3x plus 1 has zeros alpha and beta. Now form a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 3 alpha and 3 beta. Okay, children. So now what is the question? So there is a quadratic polynomial 2x square minus 3x plus 1. So let us equate this to 0. So its zeros are alpha and beta. So we have to solve this equation to find out the zeros of this polynomial. So how do you solve? So what is the product? Product is 2 into 1. So product is 2 into 1, which is 2, and summation addition is minus 3. So we have to find out two numbers whose product is 2 and addition is minus 3. It is so simple. So we can take minus 2 and minus 1. So if you multiply minus 2 and minus 1, it is minus into minus, it is plus 2. So if we add minus 2 and minus 1, if both are negative, put the negative sign and add the numbers. 2 plus 1 is minus 3. So for minus 2 and minus 1, we are getting the solution. So we can write this as 2x square. Instead of minus 3x, we should use minus 2x and minus 1x. So minus 2x minus 1x can be written as minus x plus 1 equal to 0. So from these two values, we can take 2x common. So if we take 2x common, only x is here. So x minus, we took this 2x, so it will be 1. So from these two, I am going to take minus 1 outside. So as we took negative, there will be x. But here it is positive. Minus into minus is positive. So put the negative sign here, x minus 1. So this bracket term should be same. So now we can club it together. This 2x minus 1. So club these terms outside the bracket and write the bracket terms. So now this means 2x minus 1 is equal to 0 or x minus 1 is equal to 0. So 2x minus 1 equal to 0 means 2x will be equal to minus 1 will be equal to plus 1 on other side. So x will be equal to 1. 2 is in product, so it will come to division. Here x minus 1 is equal to 0 means x will be equal to minus 1 will become plus 1. So we have two solutions. That means alpha will be equal to 1 by 2 and beta will be equal to 1. So we found out alpha and beta. So how will be the required polynomial whose zeros are 3 alpha and 3 beta? So required polynomial will be of the form x square minus, what are their roots? 3 alpha and 3 beta. So their addition, 3 alpha plus 3 beta will be the coefficient of x. Then constant term is nothing but their product. product of the roots. So roots are 3 alpha and 3 beta, which is equal to 0. Now how do we write this? 3 is common. So we can take 3 outside. So alpha plus beta x. Here if you multiply both the 3's, 3 3's are 9. So 9 alpha beta. Now substitute the values of alpha and beta. So what is alpha? 1 by 2 plus 1 into x plus 9 into 1 by 2 into 1 equal to 0. So x square minus 3 into, so take 2 as LCM, 1 plus 2 into x plus 9 into 1 by 2 is 9 by 2. 9 by 2 into 1 is 9 by 2 equal to 0. So what we will get? X square minus 3 into 1 plus 2 is 3. So 3 by 2x plus 9 by 2 equal to 0. So I will continue the calculation here. So x square minus 3 into 3, it is 9 by 2x plus 9 by 2 equal to 0. In the next step, we can multiply by 2 on both sides. So if we multiply by 2 on both sides, what will happen? So if you multiply by 2 here, you will get 2x square. If you multiply this again term by 2, this 2 and numerator 2 gets cancelled. So you will get minus 9x. Here also division 2 and the number 2 we are multiplying gets cancelled. So you will get 9. So equal to 0. So this is the quadratic polynomial we need. So form a quadratic polynomial. So this 2x square minus 9x plus 9 is the required quadratic polynomial. Okay, children. So next question. So it is choice. So you can either attend A or B. So what is the B part? The diagonal of a rectangular field is 60 meters more than the shorter side. If the longer side is 30 meters than the shorter side, find the sides of the field. So the rectangular field. So it is a rectangular field. So let us mark the field as A, B, C, D and mark the shorter and longer side. So let us take the shorter side as x meter and longer side as y meters and diagonal as d meters. So ABCD is a rectangle, x is the shorter side and y is the longer side and d is the diagonal. So what are the relations given? The diagonal of a rectangular field. So D is 60 meters more than the shorter side. So who is shorter? X. So with X we have to add 60 because it is more. So more means you have to add. So 60 meters more than the shorter side. Next relation, if the longer side is, who is the longer side? Y. So Y is, so write equal to 30 meters more than the shorter side. So shorter side is x, with x is more than. So you have to add. So longer side is 30 meters. Here you will get more. Okay. So 30 meters more than the shorter side. Okay, children. So now we got two equations. So what we can do with these two equations? So here it is right angle triangle. So in a right angle triangle by Pythagoras theorem, PGT, by Pythagoras theorem, diagonal square. So who is the diagonal? This AC, which is D. So diagonal square will be equal to shorter square plus longer side square. That is x square plus y square. Okay. So what is D? D is x plus 60 whole square. Keep the x square as such. What is y? Y is x plus 30 whole square. So it is a plus b whole square. What is a plus b whole square? You are smart children and you know this. It is a square plus 2ab plus b square. So applying the formula x square plus 2ab. So 2 into 60 into x plus 60 square equal to x square plus the same a plus b whole square. So x square plus 2 into 30 into x plus 30 square. So it will be, I'm sorry, x square plus 2 into 60 is 120. 120x plus what is 60 square? So 60 square means 60 into 60. So 60 into 60 means 60. How many zeros are there? Two zeros, and multiply the 6. 6 are 36. So the answer is 3600. On the other side we have x square plus x square plus 2 into 30, it is 60. So 60x plus 30 square. 30 square means 30 into 30. So we have two zeros. 3 into 3, it is 9. 900. Okay, children. So 1x square gets cancelled. So what is remaining? Remaining we have here 120x. So 120x, on the other side we have plus 60x. So it will become minus 60x. Then constant, it is 3600. This constant is plus. So it will become minus 900. There is one x square. So it will be minus x square equal to 0. So 120x minus 60x is 60x. What is 3600 plus minus 900? It is 2700. Okay. Minus x square equal to 0. Now I am going to multiply by negative on both sides, because we have for x square the coefficient is negative. So to avoid this, we are going to multiply by negative on both sides. So if you multiply by negative, negative term will become positive. Minus into minus is plus. All positive term will become negative. So x square minus 60x minus 2700 equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation in x. We have to solve it. So the product is 2700 and addition is minus 60. So what are the terms? So we can take 90 and 30. So 90 into 30 is plus 2700. We need negative. Where to put the negative sign? We have here minus 60x. So so we have to put the negative sign for 90. Only then if you add, 90 is the bigger number. If you add, you will get minus 60. So x square minus 90x plus 30x minus 2700 equal to 0. So from these two terms, take the x outside. So it will be x minus 90 plus take this 30 outside. So it will be x minus 30 into 90 is 2700. So now club the terms outside the bracket. So x plus 30 into x minus 90 equal to 0. Now remember this equation. So let us solve this equation in the next page. So far we got x plus 30 into x minus 90 is equal to 0. So then we have x plus 30 equal to 0 and x minus 90 equal to 0. X plus 30 is equal to 0 means x will be equal to minus 30. X minus 90 is equal to 0 means x will be equal to minus will become plus on other side. So it is 90. So what is x? X is the shorter side, that is sides of the rectangle. So sides of the rectangle cannot be negative. So this value is not positive. So x will be equal to 90 meters. So who is x? X is the shorter side. Now we have to find out the longer side y. So what is the longer side y? Y is x plus 30. So y is equal to x plus 30. So x is 90 plus 30. 90 plus 30 is 120 meters. So we can write shorter side. So shorter side is x. So shorter side is equal to x meters. So we got 90 meters. So shorter side is 90 meters. What is longer side? Longer side is y. Y is equal to 120 meters. So these are the solutions for this problem. Okay, children. I hope you can understand. So moving on to the next question in the next page. So this is the last question for section C. So 31st question has internal choice. You can either attend A or B. So B is in the next page. So what is question A? The present age of the father is twice the sum of the ages of his two children. After 20 years, his age will be equal to the sum of the ages of his children. We have to find the age of the father. So first let us assume their ages. Let the present age of father be x years, and in the same way let the present age of one children be y and another children is z. Then what is given? Present age of father. So present age of father is x equal to sum of the twice the sum of the. So it is 2 times. Twice means 2 times sum of the. Sum means you have to add sum of the ages of his two children. So it is y plus z. So this is one equation. Next, after 20 years. After 20 years, what will be the age of the father? He will be x plus 20. So x plus 20 is equal to sum of the ages of his children. So children age also will be y plus 20 and z plus 20. So their addition, sum of the ages of his children. So y plus 20 plus z plus 20. So now let us simplify this. X plus 20 will be equal to collect y and z. So y plus z plus 20 plus 20 is 40. Now x will be equal to y plus z plus 40. This plus 20 will become minus 20. So x will be equal to y plus z plus 40 minus 20 is 20. So now I am going to substitute first equation. So what is first equation? Instead of x we can write 2 into y plus z in the second equation. So substitute 1 in 2. So instead of x, I am going to write 2 into y plus z equal to y plus z plus 20. So it is 2y plus 2z. This plus y will become minus y plus z will become minus z equal to 20. 2y minus y is y. 2z minus z is z. So y plus z is 20. So we got y plus z equal to 20. So this is third. So I am going to substitute 3 in 2. So instead of y plus z, we can put 20. So substitute 3 in 1. Okay. So x will be equal to 2 into, instead of y plus z, it is 20. So 2 into 20, it is 40. So who is x? X is the present age of father. So the question is, we have to find the only age of the father. So age of the father will be 40 years. So age of the father equal to 40 years. So this is the solution. Okay children. So moving on to the last question for this session, 31b. Find the zeros of the polynomial x square minus 9x plus 20 and verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient. So first let us assume the zeros of the polynomial as alpha and beta. So let alpha and beta be the zeros of the polynomial x square minus 9x plus 20. And then we have to find out the relationship. We have to verify the relationship. So what is the relationship? If alpha and beta are zeros of the polynomial, ax square plus bx plus c. So this is the general quadratic polynomial. Then alpha plus beta will be equal to minus b by a and alpha beta is equal to c by a. So this is the relationship we have to prove. So let me start the solution. So we have assumed alpha and beta are zeros of the polynomial. So we have to find out the zeros of the polynomial. So let us equate x square minus 9x plus 20 equal to 0. So now the product is 20 and summation is 9. So product equal to 20 and sum is minus 9. So if we take 10 and 2, 10 into 2 is 20. But 10 and 2 addition or subtraction, you will not get 9. So we can take 4 and 5. So 4 into 5 is 20, but we need minus 9. So if we add this, we are getting plus 9. So put a negative for both, you will get minus 9. So these two are the values. So let us write it as x square minus 5x minus 4x. Instead of minus 9x, we can write minus 5x minus 4x plus 20 equal to 0. So take x outside, you will get x minus 5. Take minus 4 outside and you will get x minus 5. So as we took minus sign outside, here we need plus. So minus into minus plus makes plus. So minus into minus is plus. So put the negative sign here. Now clubbing the bracket terms. Bracket term is x minus 5. Clubbing the unbracketed terms. So it is x minus 4 which is equal to 0. So then x minus 5 will be equal to 0 and x minus 4 will be equal to 0. This means x is equal to 5. Minus 5 will become plus 5 on other side. In the same way, x will be equal to minus 4 will become plus 4 on other side. So the roots will be alpha will be equal to 5 and beta will be equal to 4. You can take any alpha. So you can take alpha is equal to 4 and beta is equal to 5. The answer's solutions will not change. So we found the zeros of the polynomial. What is the next step? We have to verify the relationship. What is the relationship? Alpha plus beta. So first relationship is we have to prove alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. So what is alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta is equal to 5 plus 4. So 5 plus 4, 9. Minus b by a is minus, what is b? B is nothing but coefficient of x. So what is the coefficient of x? It is minus 9 divided by a. So what is a? A is coefficient of x square. So coefficient of x square is 1. So minus into minus, it is plus 9. 9 by 1, it is 9. So here we get alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. So this is proved. So what is the second one? We have to put alpha beta is equal to c by a. So alpha beta, take the LHS. What is alpha? It is 5. Beta, it is 4. So 5 4s are 20. Next is c by a. So c is the constant term. So constant term here is 20. So 20 divided by a. Coefficient of x square is 1. So equal to 20. So we got second relation also proved. Alpha beta equal to c by a. So this is proved. So we have verified the relationship between alpha beta, that is zeros, and coefficient. So with this, section C is over. In the next video, we will discuss about section D. So if you like the video, just share, like and subscribe and show your support to my channel. Okay children? I hope you can understand the way I am teaching. If you are not able to understand, just give me a suggestion in your comment. Okay children? So I hope you are all very smart and you will be supporting my channel by subscribing and like and share. Okay children? Bye bye.